Hello, I'm Ryan, co-founder of AnswerThis. If you have solved the other sections, you're now fully equipped to take on all of your research. But today we'll be looking at some vital tools that you'll need as you complete your work on AnswerThis. So far, we've created an entire literature review. We found papers, we analyzed them, and we got so much information about the entire research space itself. From there, we then added it into this editor and created our entire literature review, paper, or whatever we are working on. And now I want to show you some of the features that you may have not have seen from the sections before. Starting with the library. Here you'll be able to see all the papers that you may have added whilst going through literature reviews within AnswerThis. You can also add papers by uploading PDFs of them, or you can import your papers directly from Zotero or Mendeley libraries that you may have. On the left hand side, you'll see this plus button on the top right beside my library. If we click it, we can now make an entire new library for our project. So we can call it something like AI models. We can then describe the project, let's just say others for now, and then simply press create. And it'll bring us to a blank library where we can add our papers in here. Once we've added our papers in, we see those typical table options that we had seen before. We have the ability to change our citations into 2,600 plus styles. We can export this into CSV, bibtext, and on the right hand side, we have the column section where we can add different columns like research gaps, methodologies, where AnswerThis will automatically extract the data from the research papers themselves in order to find things like research gaps. And if we want to create our own custom prompt to find maybe more specific data, we can also type this in here as well. And as you can see, AnswerThis has produced research gaps for every single one of these papers, which we can now go in, we can read them, and if we scroll to the top, we can export this into a CSV where we'll be able to see the research gaps as well as authors and all the different data that we have here as well. And we can export this into bibtext as well as to our Zotero and Mendeley libraries. Just as we had seen in the other sections with tables, we can select multiple of these papers and use them to chat with them. We can also create a new table by pressing this Add Steps button, as well as bibliometric analysis. And if we scroll on to the top, we can also filter these papers by the minimum amount of citations that they've used. We can also sort by start date or end date, as well as the keywords that were used in the abstract. Additionally, when we've selected multiple papers that we find useful, we can also save this to our notebook. We can also move it between libraries by clicking Move Papers. We can then move it to one of the libraries that we want to move it to. We can say Chemistry here, press Confirm, and as you can see, the two papers have been moved. If we head on back to the left section, we can then click on AI Writer, and as you can see, there are all our notebook projects that we had, and if we click on this one, we'll be able to see the project that we were working on before and continue writing and drafting our papers from here. Additionally, we have search papers where you can enter in a prompt or a keyword for the papers that you're looking for, and then set filters such as minimum citations, the journal quality, publication types, and then press submit search to find the exact papers that you're looking for. Similarly, we also have citation maps, which we may have used for the add steps option inside of the canvas, where we can go to metrics, search for most cited papers, most connected papers, top contributing authors, based on a paper that we extracted and put into here. Next, we have a section that we haven't seen yet, and that is diagrams. From here, we can simply type in a prompt and select the diagram that we want to create. There's many different styles here. We can make pie charts, mind maps, flowcharts. Let's start with flowcharts. If we scroll up to the top here, we can create a prompt. Here I've simply said, create a simple flowchart for an input-output system in Python. And finally, we have the agents section. This is one of my favorites and underutilized, in my opinion, amongst researchers. If you scroll to the bottom of this page, you can see different tools, such as the empathy tool, which is used for peer reviews. You can use the AI essay writer to create essays quicker. You can use the naturalizer to change the tonality, and so many different tools you can discover here. And if none of them fit your cup of tea, then you can also create your own agent by pressing this button here. From here, you can give it a name. In the next section, you can give it a description as well, as as a detailed description down here. I advise you make this look as nice as possible as it's going to be used on a landing page later. And if we go on to the next section, now you can create the prompt for the tool to use. As you can see, AnswerThis already has a pre-made prompt that works very well, but you can change it in order to get the exact output that you're looking for. If we head on over to the next section, we can now use different types of databases that our AI will use for its model. Here we can adjust for Semantic Scholar, OpenAlex, PubMed, ArcSieve. We can select all of them if we want, or just one of them if we want to be a little bit more specific. We can also add the internet to our databases. We can use all websites, just government websites, or just EDU websites if we wish. For now, we can turn that off. And we can also upload our own PDFs for the AI agent to be trained on exactly your data. If we press continue, our AI is ready to go, and all we need to do is press create AI tool, and it will go ahead and make an entire landing page plus your own agent that you can use for your given type of research. Finally, you have an invitation that you can send out to a team member. You can simply add a peer in here by entering their email and then click send invitation. Once you do that, you can press the next step. You'll be able to see your landing page. Here's an example one that I made. Press view tool, and then you'll be given your very own custom AI tool designed exactly for your research needs. Finally, at any time throughout AnswerThis, we can click on recent searches to find the different canvases and projects that we were working on, as well as this invite members option where we can go ahead, invite a team member, and if you invite 2 or more members and upgrade the pro, you'll also get a 20% discount. So I highly recommend that you take advantage of this, not just for the extra tools that you'll be able to use, but for that discount as well. And that's it. Now you have all the tools that you need to take your research from just a question or an idea to a fully publishable research paper that you can send out to a journal. Thank you so much for watching this, and please do let me know if you have any questions along this way. We love hearing your feedback and how you're using the tool, so I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and good luck with your research.